Pompeii, A Journey into an Ancient City, Part 2. As you explore more of Pompeii, you start to see just how advanced this ancient city was. The streets of Pompeii weren't just for walking. They had sidewalks, stepping stones, and even a type of drainage system. It's fascinating to see how the Romans designed their city with comfort and convenience in mind, thinking ahead in ways that feel surprisingly modern. One of the most incredible places in Pompeii is the House of the Faun, which is one of the largest and grandest homes in the city. Here you'll find amazing mosaics on the floors, including the famous Alexander mosaic, which shows a scene from a battle. These mosaics give us a look at Roman art and tell stories of important events and myths. The attention to detail is astonishing, especially when you realize they're made of tiny, colorful stones carefully placed one by one. Pompeii also had its own amphitheater, where people gathered to watch games and performances. This amphitheater is actually the oldest one in the Roman world, and it could hold up to 20,000 people. Imagine the excitement as the crowds cheered, bringing the whole city together. Standing here, it's easy to picture the energy and thrill of the events that once took place. Next to the amphitheater is the Palestra, a large outdoor area where people could exercise and train. Pompeii's residents cared about fitness and health, and the Palestra shows us how sports were a big part of their lives. This area also served as a social gathering place where people could meet and relax after exercising. As you move through the ruins, you might notice simple details like graffiti on the walls, but this isn't modern graffiti, it's ancient Roman writing. Some of it is political, with messages supporting certain leaders, while other bits are personal, like love notes and jokes. It's incredible to read these messages and see how similar people were, expressing themselves with humor, opinions, and even complaints. Walking further, you come across bakeries with ovens still standing and mills used to grind grain. Pompeii's bakeries made bread for the whole city, and the ovens show how large-scale baking was done back then. It's amazing that you can still see these everyday places, as if the bakers just stepped away for a moment. Every corner of Pompeii reveals something new. From the grand villas to the everyday homes, you get a complete picture of how people lived, worked, and enjoyed life here. Pompeii was a city full of life, art, culture, and community. And while it was buried for centuries, exploring it now brings its story back to life, letting us experience the world of the Romans as if we were right there with them.